Welcome back to Amy Kardashian and the Expert Show, where the experts share their knowledge, wisdom, and powerful insights to help you transform your business and personal life. In this segment, we are going to talk about how to create your day with Vincent Martin. How are you?
I'm doing great, Amy. How are you
Welcome to the
doing?
show.
It's good to see you again.
Well, good to see you. I'm so excited to have you with us today.
I'm very excited to be here. I'm excited to be with you again.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
We've done this process, a couple of different times now?
Yes, and you know, he's a great host, I'm telling you. You need to have your show back, really, because you're amazing host, really very gifted. So
You're going to keep beating that horse, aren't you?
I'm gonna keep it because I want to come back on your show. You see. So anyway, today we are going to talk about how to create your day. But can you give us a little bit? At least I know about you, but they don't know nothing about you. So I want them to get to know Vincent and just what's your background, where you come from.
You know, I spent time in the U.S. military, in the Air Force. I spent about 10 years in the Air Force. I'm also an investigator with the Las Vegas Police Department. So
You better watch out.
I investigate property crimes.
Okay.
And in addition to that, the reason why we know each other is because I used to have a talk show called The Talk with Vince Show.
Yeah, and it was an amazing show, really, radio show.
Right.
But I've been on your twice, right? I believe twice.
Twice, I think, yeah,
Yeah.
you have been on my show twice. I
Yeah.
think once. Because
And
your
you
story,
did-
you're talking about amazing. You're an amazing person, and your story
Thank you.
is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. But you're amazing by really, I guess maybe your experience, you come from what you do in a day, your day job or whatever you want to call it. You bring so much experience, and then also you're very intuitive. So you could put those together and you just come out with some things are really, really good. So I can't wait for you to share with everyone and tell them how to create their day.
Well, the premise behind creating your day is because I'm very fluent in the teachings of Ramtha. I love Ramtha. Ramtha, the teachings of Ramtha, Gnosticism, changed my life. And in the midst of those teachings, there is one called How to Create Your Day. Because what we do each and every day, each and every last one of us, we're somewhat in what is called a survivalistic mode. In other words, we get up, our whole day is predicated upon working, fooding, clothing, being fed, taking care of our families. That's what we do on a daily basis. At what point do we step back and acknowledge the spirituality or the spiritual self? At what point do we have to bring forth that spiritual self? And what I want to do is I want to read you a quote from Ramtha. And I thought this was very telling of what happens to us on a daily basis. It says, all things are possible in God. It says, all things are possible in God. You have missed a lot in your lifetime because you didn't have to understand, the knowledge to understand what you were missing. Why do you continue to hold on to your limitations? Why would you want to sit there and argue with your neighbor about how messed up you are? Every time you say that, it becomes law. And what does that mean? What that basically means is that if consciousness and energy creates the nature of reality, and you are the lawgiver of your kingdom, then whatever you speak forth,
It's attracting.
you becomes law. So it becomes law, and that becomes your destiny. When are you going to give that up? That silly, prideful, victimizing, degrading statement that denies your greatness. When are you going to make a decision not to be confused, not to be ill? When are you going to make a decision to be genius? Which
Because
each
we're all
one,
genius in different ways.
we're all genius.
Yeah.
Every day, we should acknowledge the fact that we are genius.
And some people, they will not agree with you, say, oh no, there is certain genius, but everyone is genius in their own unique way. They have their gift to really give to the world, and they're genius at it. No matter how even the homeless person, the person who doesn't have any education, the person who's never been just has been given to him or her a gift of being a genius. Yeah.
Think about it from
I
this
agree with that.
perspective. If the power of God emanates from within you, then don't we carry the genius of God within all of us? It's just
my
a
God.
matter
See,
of
that's what we're talking
touching.
about, Vincent. That's what we're talking about. You need to have your show.
So, because I love spirituality.
Yes.
And creating
And me
your day,
too.
what that means is that on a daily basis, before you get out of bed, there's some things that you should do to ensure that you have that type of day that you are able to speak forth what you want to bring into existence. And you would start off like, this day, I am holy, holy, divine spirit. And from the mouth of that Holy Spirit, I create the following things. Now, you should have about 3 things on your list that
I hope
you
you're
want to
writing
create.
it down.
One of the things that I like, a lot of people like to say, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's a cliche that everybody likes to use. And there's nothing wrong with that. Except for, I look at it and I want to be, when I think about wealth, I'm not talking about physical wealth, spiritual wealth.
Okay, well, now when we come back, we're going just for 1 minute, and when we come back, we're gonna tell them
Okay.
what you're thinking.
We're gonna
Okay,
talk
we'll be
about-
right back.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lee Metz, CEO and founder of Skin Fitness here in Las Vegas. We've been serving Las Vegas for over 17 years. We're proud to announce we just won 2017 Spa of the Year by Image International. That's the skincare company of the Miss Universe pageant. We offer exclusive treatments like our Time Eraser facial, which uses multiple modalities and literally erases time. Our Pore Purge, which is the ultimate in hygiene, and our Fire and Ice facial, which literally removes and soothes the skin at the same time. Come see us at our new location here in Village Square. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, welcome back. I'm glad you didn't go anywhere because we have a lot to talk about here. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Amy,
Creating your day. What?
look into that camera.
Okay.
And I want you guys to take a look at her. Isn't she a beautiful soul?
Oh,
Some people God just bless.
thank you.
Some people God just bless. And you know what? And the thing about it is not only are you a beautiful soul, but it shines through. So
Thank you.
it comes through. And I think everybody's life that you become a part of, that you touch in a certain way. You know how people say sometimes certain people, we're just better because they're in our lives. And I think
Yeah.
you're one of those persons that people's lives are just better. Now, getting back to creating that list. And so the first what you want to do is, like I say, a lot of people like the cliche, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. I look at it on a daily basis. The first thing that I want to do is I want to meet all of my decisions with courage and conviction.
Courage and conviction. Okay.
Yes, courage and conviction. And when you speak of wealth, think in terms of spiritual wealth. How many experiences do we have on a daily basis to where you meet people and you have an opportunity to let the God within you shine, to understand and know that that person is just as important, and that we're all equal, and that we're all one and the same. And creating your day, starting with that premise, it puts you in a perspective of being the Holy Spirit. And everything that you do, you should address from that Holy Spirit. So if you're doing that, then
Just be the light for others
be
and
the
to
light.
others.
And think about
Right.
it. That means that you're excommunicating all of those things, those attitudes such as greed, dishonesty, hypocrisy. Those are the attitudes that you let go when you address things from the basis of coming from the Holy Spirit, because what you're doing is that you're conquering the human self in order to bring forth the spiritual self. And when you do that,
This
good
is it.
things come to
You're
light.
conquering your
Human
self.
in order to bring forth your spiritual self.
That is. So every day, if you wake up and you tell yourself, I need to conquer myself today to bring my spiritual self to be light for others. Is that what you're trying to say?
Being light and being also address
The
things.
beacon for others.
Address things from a place of your Holy Spirit. And when you do that, then you wouldn't want to shame others. You won't be dishonest with others. You will treat people with dignity and respect. Now, the next thing on your list is because I know people like to talk about their body. So the next thing that's going to be on your list is that we're going to address the body. And what I do sometimes is that I know that these things are hard to remember. So just write them down or get your list. Sometimes like I do, I carry a list around. And on that list, like I say, the second thing on that list may be, okay, God bless my body and burnish bright this day my holy temple and the power of my marvelous works. Uplift and heal my beautiful being. So that takes care of the body. That takes care of your health.
So that should be your daily, one of your daily, on top should be your list is to take care of your spiritual and be prepared for the world and be the light for others.
Be a light for others.
So the way you do it is to really put the focus back on your spiritual.
Put the focus back on yourself.
On yourself.
And especially, like I say, burnishing bright and uplifting and healed in my beautiful body.
Okay.
So what that means is that then you're taking care of your body, so therefore you're addressing the body and you're addressing it from the standpoint of health. And if you bring forth that embodiment and you love your body and love it and understand that your body is the temple that houses the Spirit of God, then
I like that.
there's certain things that you don't want to do to your body, and then you're going to address it from the spiritual self so that your body has complete health. And actually, one of the things that I wanted to do too is that I brought you something.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So if people are concerned about their body and they're concerned about their health,
Okay.
there's a very gifted author. Her name is Stephanie Rupp, and she wrote a book called You're Not Fat, You're Toxic.
Oh.
And I want to present this to you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
And
that.
you should actually, she's a very noted kinesiologist
Okay.
and a good friend
We'll
of
have
mine.
her on the show.
And you should get her on the
Definitely.
floor.
We'll have her on the show.
But
Thank you so much.
That book, it's great because of the fact that it will change your life.
I will
if
definitely
people
have her on
read
the
that.
show for sure, because it's about helping others people. I want to have you again on the show because we can have a whole show with you. You know that.
I know.
So I appreciate that. So if you walk away from anything, basically you're saying first things you do, start to connect with your spirituality. Help me out.
You don't
Spirituality,
Right.
and then face the world and be the light for others.
be that light, and
Right.
you don't get out of bed until you create that day.
Yes.
And understanding that you're just that powerful inside and that you can speak it forth.
Absolutely.
And throughout your day, you come back to that premises. And one of the last things that should be on your list is, let me execute my labors from the just place of the Holy Spirit. And what that means is that, yes, if you go out and you're working a job and you're laboring for money,
Yeah.
then you're being paid to be there. So be the best possible
Possible you
worker
can be.
that you can. It means you don't take too many liberties. You have integrity.
Yeah.
You're going to work hard. You're going to
Well,
put in
we're
excellence.
gonna have you again because I'm gonna have you the whole show probably. We can't have enough conversation about this, and I will have you again for sure. But I thank you so much for coming and taking time from your busy day, and being here and sharing your light with others. So I really, really, really thank you so much for that. And for you, we'll be right back.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book and movie reviews and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field in one place at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.